This is how to do the moon Easter egg in 2025. This is possible solo, however, I highly recommend this Easter egg you do with a friend. I also highly recommend using the Immolation Liquidation Gobblegum, as you will need the Zap guns, you will need Gersh devices, and if you're playing solo, eventually you're going to have to swap the Gersh devices for QEDs and then back to Gersh devices. After you turn on power, you can come to this ledge right outside of spawn and you can play Simon Says with these 4 computers. It's very easy. Just make sure you're saving a zombie if you're solo, or having the other zombie be trained around by a friend if you're on co-op. Now, in the rooms between Double Tap and the laboratory where Double Tap is, you are going to be able to find a hacking device. Now, there are exact locations where this can spawn, however, there's quite a few, so I usually just search around the corners, all the corners of the map, until I find it. And as you can see, I found mine right here. And what you're going to want to do is take out the hacker and go to the button right here. You're going to hack it for 500 points. And at that point, in the exact same areas where you find the hacker, there's going to be 4 glowing machines. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to want to hack all 4 of these machines. Once again, they are all in the same areas that you can find the hacker itself. Once that's done, go back down the stairs and hit all 4 of the buttons on the wall rapidly. Now, at this point, you're going to have to find the tube, which I will knife all the areas that it will spawn in. Now you're going to have to wait for an announcement saying that Excavator Pi will be decompressing Tunnel 6. It'll sound like this. And you'll know it's finally digging when it makes this noise. Now, once that happens, you need to take the hacker again and go all the way to spawn, and you're going to want to hack this device to stop it from digging. Once you go back to Tunnel 6, there is going to be a ball on the ground next to this door, and you can either knife it or shoot it, and it will start floating, and you are going to want to follow this ball. Make sure you keep track of it, although it does end up in the same spots every time. It ends up stopping in the same exact spots every single game. But basically, your objective is to keep on knifing or shooting the ball until it ends up in its destination, which is the MPD. Eventually, it'll end up in this spot where it cannot be shot by a regular gun, and you will need the zap guns at this point, and you're going to have to combine them into the wave gun and shoot it off of this satellite. So what's going to happen now is on the right side, you are going to see a tube pop up, and you are going to want to fill it with 25 zombie souls. You have to get the zombies close by. Once you kill the zombie close by, the soul will be extracted into that tube. At this point, you'll need Gersh devices. Come back to Earth, throw a grenade into this corner right here, and it's going to drop 2 objects, which you can suck up with the Gersh devices, and they will teleport back to spawn. And now you'll have to roll for QEDs, and you're going to throw them at the devices as I do show here. At this point, you will go to this back corner, and you can see that they have teleported right here where you can insert the tube and insert the Vril device, and now you can interact with the computer. Now you're going to have to interact with the computer a lot in order to actually complete this. It will turn green and then turn back to red. You have to keep interacting with the computer until it turns green. Now, once you get the computer to permanently flash green, you can now take the Vril device, which is supercharged, and head back to the MPD. Place the Vril device in the MPD, end the round, and flip the switch, and the MPD will open, revealing Samantha Maxis and 4 canisters instead of 1 that you have to fill. For some reason, the game was bugged out and it wasn't showing the Vril device inside of the MPD. But if you check your player inventory and the MPD isn't there, then you are good to go. Now at this point, if they don't already, then the person playing Richtofen will have Perkaholic and everyone will receive a 90-second death machine, so that's something to help do the souls faster. Once whoever is playing Richtofen finally body swaps with Samantha Maxis, you can then throw a QED at the MPD and the ball will teleport. If you are playing solo, you will now need the Gersh devices again. Now what you're going to have to do is go back to the Simon Says area and use the Gersh devices on the ball that you teleported from the MPD, and the ball will get sucked up into the Gersh device, and then you are going to have to do Simon Says 3 times. And after that, you completed the Easter egg and you can now watch the Earth explode. Thank you for watching my guide. I hope it helped you. Make sure to like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.